As you can probably tell, it's starting to get a little cold here in Texas, and a lot of folks are starting to feel a little concerned that their house might begin to start shifting during the wintertime. The biggest question you're probably asking yourself right now is, do I need to be concerned about my slab foundation during the winter? I'm Austin with Anchor Foundation Repair, and I've looked at a lot of houses now in the winter, summer, whatever season it may be, and know which seasons typically we get more problems in and which seasons we get less problems in, and if seasons even affect our foundations at all. The short answer is no. Just because it's starting to get a little cold outside doesn't mean you're going to start having major foundation problems. Temperature alone is not going to affect slab foundations here in Texas. What does make a big difference though is rainfall. We've started to have a lot less rainfall and we're getting into a drought. That's the main things that are going to affect our expansive clay soils. And actually in the wintertime, when it starts getting more cold, typically tends to be a more rainy season here in the Brazos Valley area. So actually, if anything, I would expect things to be better during the winter. Although we do have some misleading signs during the winter that might be leading you to think you're having a foundation problem. Number one could be popped up tiles. We get a ton of calls for popped up tiles during the wintertime, and that is caused when the floor tiles start to get a little cold. The tiles just simply pop up and look like a little tent. We do have another video all about that issue separately here on the YouTube channel. Also, drywall sheetrock problems tends to be a big problem that shows up, especially seam joints, especially in garages. We get a lot of calls about seams opening up in garages where some lines are starting to form. Could be that the house and that area is exposed to the frigid cold temperatures and just the overall drier air during the winter time that we get, help accelerate that drying there in the drywall and lead to some cracks kind of forming there. Lastly is drainage problems. As you know, here in this part of Texas, we are told to drip our faucets and stuff every now and then. Of course, a lot of us even have irrigation systems as well. Sometimes those things, if they got standing water in them, they freeze and they bust. So you might be having some drainage type problems. And that's another misleading sign. It's simply just drainage problems. Drainage problems is a unique one though. While drainage problems itself is not a foundation problem, drainage problems could lend itself to becoming a foundation problem if left unaddressed. What should you do now? If you are concerned about your house having any potential foundation problems, it's simply just going to be checking around your house. See if you have any of the true signs and symptoms of settlement, the diagonal cracks, the door problems, things like that showing up in your house. That'll be able to tell you if you are potentially experiencing a foundation problem. Lastly, we are going to put a link down low in the description that will take you to an article on our website to do a deep dive on this topic.